Yeah, so this is him, Prince Felati Almosedim Puti, hailing all the way from the city of Joburg, the heart of it's the heart of the city of gold, and basically, yeah, I'm just gonna be hollering to you about a court order that was served on me on the 16th of June, 2022, to be incarcerated for further medical attention by the magistrate in Boksburg Court, which saw me go to Sterfontein Hospital. Excuse me. Which saw me go to Sterfontein Hospital in Krugersdorp. And fortunately for me, when I got there, the chief executive officer, I won't mention their name, obviously, then for sort of reasons of respect and stuff like that. But the chief executive officer was somebody from my hometown, which is called Musiliki section, and he did the best, for me, and just tried for me to get out, and I did it in 6 months, where they recommended further rehabilitation, and which brought me to a place called Talisman Foundation in Rosettenville. And this is the reason I'm making this video broadcast today, is just to tell the world about a place called Talisman Foundation, which is a Section 21 company. It's under the leadership of Sister Val Cook, assisted by a board of directors, the head of which is Mr. Tau, and also assisted by an accountant called Mr. Timothy McCorney. Now, there's very strange things happening there, I think, for one, because it wasn't the first time that I was commissioned by a court to go there. The first and foremost thing is basically that Mr. Timothy McCorney, the accountant, if the truth had to be really pressed out of him, is coining I think, just under 500,000, 400,000, 450,000 odd every month. So it's quite a lot of, it's a big budget, and we don't know what the budgetary constraints are, but what's filtering down to the residents, the people who actually support or are the pool for this money, the residents themselves, of which I was one for some time, and on numerous occasions I've been to Talisman Foundation on 58 Plinlimmon Road in Rosettenville. They're pocketing 450,000, and I'm basically saying from Monday, maybe the menu may be a weekly menu that's obviously repetitive. You're probably getting something like pasta bacon on a Monday for supper, lentils on a Tuesday, chicken livers on a Wednesday, bean stew on a Thursday, and maybe veg curry on a Friday. And basically, like I'm saying, with a brine once a month of maybe just one piece of meat and stuff like that. So it's kind of very nerve-wracking and alarming how people with disabilities are paying with a disability grant for a service, and basically they're just being told that they can just schlep up what I've just described as a menu, which is a weekly menu. Like, I'm going to go through it again for you to let this sink in. So on a Monday it'll be something like obviously your lentils. On a Tuesday it'll be something like your chicken livers. On a Wednesday it'll be something like your bean stew, which is just brown beans or sugar beans, for instance, and then you'll be having your your pasta bake, and you'll also be having your your veg curries and stuff like that, which is just donations from Woolworths. And we don't know what they're doing with about the 450,000 rand that they're getting every month. So I'm just lobbying for support. There's a girl who made a newspaper article about these people. Her name is Harriet Phago, Unfortunately, she's from, I think, Limpopo province. Unfortunately, they managed to get rid of her. They managed to make sure that she's ousted, or she felt so bad that she could no longer stay there. And obviously, the health department was coming every month. The health department was coming every month for meetings with Harriet Phago, and she obviously contacted the Minister of Health and got the place into the paper. So I'm just lobbying for support, and this is obviously an electronic petition on YouTube, and basically by signing it, if you want to sign the petition, is just to view it and make it go ballistic. Let's make it go viral. Harriet Phago from Limpopo, who left, myself, Ifela Mpuzi, a lot of other guys basically being kicked out, being sent back to Serpentine Psychiatric Hospital, and we don't know how long these guys are going to go on for. Timothy McCorney, obviously being the head of the finances, and Sister Val Cook, somebody from Britain who really doesn't understand it, who obviously then when she goes into the meetings will say firmly that there's nothing wrong with the food there, but the stool is always black, and everybody, we've confirmed it amongst the residents. The stool samples, or the stool that we eject from the lavatories, is very black, and shows that we're not getting any vitamins and stuff like that. And yeah, all I'm trying to say is just lobbying support for this electronic petition, which doesn't need a signature, just a view on YouTube, just to say, please, the people that are still left there who don't have families to go to, or who don't have the guts to go and face it like I'm doing now, just having the guts to go and face it on the outside world. So basically, what is Timothy McCorney, Val Cook, and the board of directors of Talisman Foundation at 58 Plinlimmon Road in Rosettenville, Johannesburg, doing with 450,000 rand, spending just a trickle of that amount of money on food, and we don't know what else they spend it on, because it's not on electricity, it's not on sports and amenities, it's not on but on staffing they spend a lot, which is themselves as the staff. And yeah, basically, like, we've got the news that obviously then Harriet Phago is left, and the only reason why Harriet Phago left was because she made the newspaper article, and she started making noise and asking for some people to leave. So all I'm just saying, I'm also not feeling like about Nelisiwe Sambo. I was probably in the group that she was assigned to facilitate. I was probably doing the best, because I managed to start 3 websites of mine whilst I was still under her facilitatorship, or facilitation, whilst she was still my facilitator, which are obviously then business endeavors. And all I'm saying is that let's just ask ourselves that. Yeah, in the background is my dad. Dad, say hi to the world. Yeah, I think that's all I'm saying, basically. That we yeah, that's my dad there. Say hi, Dad. So that's basically what I'm asking, is that basically, was it all in vain? I mean, I started a business in 2017 whilst at this place. At the time, Bali